Hello friends, welcome to this Power Pack session on Structural Engineering Rapid Fire Questions and Answers. Whether you are passionate about civil engineering and want to master the most important structural concepts, this video is perfect for you. We will go through 100 must-know questions and answers. It is quick, clear and essential. So grab your notes and let's start. Question number 1. What is RCC? It is nothing but the reinforced cement concrete, that is concrete with the steel reinforcement. The next question is, what is the minimum grade of concrete for RCC? Minimum grade of concrete for RCC is M20. Question number 3. What is the full form of TMT? That is thermomechanically treated. What is the function of column? To transfer the vertical load to the foundation. Next question. What is the unit of stress? It is Newton per mm square or MPa. Question number 6. What is the purpose of stirrup in a beam? Answer. To resist the shear force. What is the standard clear cover for slab reinforcement? It is 15 to 25 mm. Question number 8. What is slenderness ratio? Effective length divided by least radius of gyration is known as slenderness ratio. The next is, what type of structure resists lateral loads like wind or earthquake load? That is shear wall. The next question is, what is a cantilever beam? Answer is a beam fixed at one end and free at another end. What is the standard size of a brick in India? It is 190 mm by 90 mm by 90 mm without mortar. Now the question number 12. What is the minimum curing time for concrete? Answer. It is 7 days for OPC and ideally it is 14 days. What is the density of RCC? It is 25 kN per cubic meter. Question number 14. What is the lap length in tension zone? Answer. It is usually 50 times the diameter of the bar. Question number 15. What is the compressive strength of M25 concrete? Answer. It is 25 Newton per mm square after 28 days. Now question number 16. What is the minimum number of bars in a circular column? Answer is 6 bars. Question number 17. What is a one-way slab? A slab supported on two opposite sides, load mainly transfer in a one direction. Question number 18. What is a two-way slab? A slab supported on all four sides and load transfer in both directions. Question number 19. What is the maximum percentage of steel in a column? Answer is 6% of cross-sectional area. Now question number 20. What is the development length? The length of the bar required to develop full bond strength with concrete is the development length. Now the question number 21. What is the standard cube size for concrete testing? It is 150 mm by 150 mm by 150 mm. The next, what is the Poisson's ratio for concrete? It is around 0.15 to 0.20. The next is, what is the minimum diameter of the bar in a column? It is 12 mm. Question number 24. What is the maximum spacing of the stirrups in a column? And answer is, it is a least of 16 into diameter or 300 mm. Now the question number 25. What is the factor of safety for steel in limit set method? And answer is 1.15. Question number 26. What is the characteristic strength of concrete? Answer is the strength below which not more than 5% of test results are expected to fall is known as a characteristic strength. Now next is, what is a buckling? Answer is sudden sideways failure of a column under axial load is nothing but the buckling. Question number 28. What is the effective span of a simply supported beam? It is nothing but the center to center distance between supports. Now question number 29. What is a punching shear? A shear failure around a column in a slab or footing is nothing but a punching shear. Question number 30. What is a raft foundation? Answer is a large slab foundation supporting multiple columns used when the soil bearing capacity is low. Question number 31. What is the typical size of a column? Answer. Commonly 300 mm by 300 mm but depends on load. Question number 32. What is the purpose of foundation? To transfer the load from the structure to the ground safely is the purpose of the foundation. Question number 33. What is the depth of a neutral axis? And answer is It's the distance from the extreme compression fiber to the axis where stress is 0. Question number 34. What is the deflection in beams? The downward bending of beam under load is nothing but the deflection. And question number 35. What is the modular ratio? It is nothing but the ratio of modulus of elasticity of steel to modulus of elasticity of concrete. Now question number 36. What is the formula for bending moment in a simply supported beam with UDL? And answer is moment is equals to WL square upon 8. Question number 37. What is the IS code for concrete design? And answer is IS 456-2000. Now next is, what is ductility in steel? The ability to deform without breaking is known as ductility in steel. Now question number 39. What is the minimum slump of RCC? Minimum slump of RCC is 75 mm to 100 mm. The next, what is a cover block? Answer. A spacer used to maintain clear cover for reinforcement is nothing but a cover block. Now the question number 41. What is anchorage length? Answer is extra length of a bar beyond the support to prevent the slippage is nothing but the anchorage length. And what is a tie beam? A beam that connects two columns to reduce their unsupported length is a tie beam. Now the next is, what is a creep in a concrete? Long-term deformation under sustained load is nothing but the creep. The next is, what is the standard weight of a steel bar? For 12 mm in diameter and 1 meter in a length, it is approximately 0.888 kg. Now the next is, what is the maximum percentage of a steel in a beam? And answer is usually 4%. Question number 46. What is a camber in a beams or slabs? It is slight upward curve to counteract deflection. Now the question number 47. What is a moment? A turning effect of a force is nothing but the moment. Question number 48. What is the effective span of a cantilever? It is a distance from the fixed end to free end. Now the next question is, what is a plinth beam? A beam at a ground level to distribute load and prevent settlement is nothing but a plinth beam. Question number 50. What is the role of a shear force diagram? And the answer is, it shows the variation of shear force along the beam length. Friends, before moving to question number 51, if you really like the content of this video, please like it and share with your civil engineering friends and subscribe the channel. Now question number 51. What is the lateral load? And answer is load acting horizontally like wind or earthquake force. Question number 52. What is the main function of reinforcement in concrete? To resist tensile stresses. What is the minimum bar diameter in slab? It is 8 mm. Now the next question is, what is a footing? A structural element that distributes column load to the ground is nothing but the footing. The next is, what is a lintel? A beam over an opening like a door or windows is called as a lintel. Now next is, what is the unit weight of steel? And it is 7850 kg per cubic meter. Next, what is a load bearing structure? A structure where the walls carry the load instead of frames. Now the next question is, what is the importance of compaction in concrete? And answer is, it removes the air voids and increases strength. Next, what is a moment resisting frame? A frame designed to resist lateral loads through bending moments. Next, what is the live load for the residential building as per IS 875? It is 2 kN per meter square. Now the next question is, what is minimum concrete cover for column? And it is 40 mm. What is structural stability? It is ability of a structure to resist collapse under loads. What is a haunch in beam? A deepened portion of a beam near supports for a strength is nothing but the haunch. What is a gusset plate? A steel plate used to connect members in a truss or frame is called as a gusset plate. What is a structural redundancy? Availability of alternative loads path in a structure is nothing but a structural redundancy. Now the next, what is a diaphragm in a structure? A horizontal structural element like a slab that transfer lateral loads to the vertical elements. What is a function of dowel bars? To transfer load across joints in a slab or the pavements. What is the minimum thickness of RCC slab? It is 100 mm and it is common for the residential buildings. The next is, what is a waffle slab? A slab with a grid or ribs for strength and economy. The next, what is the initial setting time of a cement? And it is about 30 minutes. Question number 71, what is a base plate? A plate at a column base for the load transfer to the foundation is called as a base plate. Next, what is a lap length for the compression bars? It is 40 into the bar diameter. The next, what is a bearing wall? A wall that supports vertical load in addition to its own weight is called as a bearing wall. The next, what is a false ceiling? A secondary ceiling for aesthetic or the insulation purpose is called as a false ceiling. What is a tie in a truss? It is nothing but a tension member. Question number 76. What is IS code for the plain and the reinforced concrete? And answer is IS 456-2000. Next, what is a pre-stressed concrete? Concrete in which the internal stresses are introduced to counter external loads is called as a pre-stressed concrete. The next is, what is a buttress? It is a structural element to resist lateral forces on walls. The next is, what is a maximum span for the one-way slab? And answer is, generally it is provided up to 3.6 meter. Now the next is, what is a serviceability limit set? It is state beyond which structure is unfit for use, that is deflection, cracking, etc. Now the question number 81, what is meant by the brittle failure? A sudden failure without warning or the deformation is called as a brittle failure. What is the modulus of elasticity of a concrete? M25. And answer is 25 GPa. The next is, what is a cold joint in concrete? And answer is a discontinuity caused by delay in placing fresh concrete. The next is, what is the maximum water cement ratio for M20 grade of concrete? And answer is 0.55. The next question is, what is eccentricity in column? And the answer is distance between the point of application of load and the centroid of a section. Question number 86. What is a construction joint? A joint place where work is stopped intentionally. The next question, what is a column capital? Answer is, widen top part of a column to reduce punching shear is called as a column capital. What is the role of admixture in concrete? Answer is, to modify the properties like setting time, workability and strength. What is a portal frame? A rigid frame with the vertical columns and the horizontal beams used for shades. Now the next is, what is hydrostatic pressure? And answer is pressure due to the fluid at rest. Now the question number 91, what is bearing capacity of a soil? The maximum load per unit area the soil can carry without failure is called as a bearing capacity of soil. Now next, what is punching shear in flat slabs? Answer is, localized shear failure around columns is called as a punching shears in flat slabs. Next, what is a shear key? A key provided at a base to resist shear at interface. Next, what is the role of parapet wall? What is long column? A column whose effective length is more than 12 times the least lateral dimension is called as a long column. Question number 96. What is a lean concrete? Concrete with low cement content is called as a lean concrete. Example like M5 and M7.5. What is the fire resistance of concrete? It is good up to 1000 degrees Celsius with minimal strength loss. What is the load path? The route by which load travels through structure to ground is called as a load path. What is the role of expansion joints? And answer is to allow thermal movement in long structures. The next is, what is the difference between working stress and the limit state method? Working stress uses elastic theory and limit set uses safety and the serviceability criteria. Thank you so much for watching video. If you like the content of video, please like it and subscribe the channel.